Hey y'all, what's good? Sorry for being just a tad bit late. You know me, honey. I'm busy. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. So I got a lot going on, honey. So I'm sorry about being a little few minutes late. And I had to stop by and get my chicken. Well, I know it ain't gonna be too many people over here today. Oh, brown skin, she live. Let's see. But I'm just glad that a few little people showed up. Thank you for gracing me with your presence. Yes, yes, yes. Um, what am I gonna talk about? I was gonna talk about a silver lining. And we definitely need, hey outlaw, what's good? What brown skin talking about? I gotta guess. What let me think what she talking about. I know she talking about somebody. Uh, I'm not gonna say too many names because I might be wrong. But hey, how you doing, CC? What's good, Outlaw? What's good, Chicky D? Glad you guys came through just to say hello. I'm not gonna hold y'all long. Hey Don, what's good? Good to see you. I'm not gonna hold y'all long. I just wanted to give y'all some inspiration because I had to inspire myself today. Yeah, I had to inspire myself, Don, because everything in life don't look so good at times, and sometimes you just need to look for that silver lining. Oh, the John show on the grill. Oh Lord, John on the grill. Is he in big trouble? Cause I'm curious about this. Now you got me trying to figure out what done happened. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's a lot going on in these Hey Gary, what's good? It's a lot going on in these YouTube streets, honey. I'm telling you, people falling out with each other that you never thought would fall out with each other. Uh we got different things going on. We got plays, we got what else we got going on? We got people mad at each other. Boy, it's all kinds of stuff going on in these YouTube streets. But honey, I am staying out of the way. I am staying out of the way. I am, honey. I'm not trying to get involved in nothing that I don't want well, let me just say this. I don't want to get myself involved in anything that will cause more stress in my life. I don't know if you guys are aware, some of you are, that I do go to school. And I am majoring. This major is going to be in health and human services and sociology. So I'll be going into maybe some type of case management, or I might stay in the school system and work as a school counselor. But I'm making some career changes. Guess what, guys? I found out teaching special ed kids is not for me. That's what I found out. So sometimes when you go into different careers or different jobs, you will definitely find out what is for you and what is not for you. Now, teaching special ed helps me to be aware of different types of children and people that have different disorders. So that will help me in the social work field, right? But I just learned a very important lesson. Teaching is not for me. I'm good at it, but what comes with teaching is a lot of paperwork, a lot of misbehaved children, um, a lot of parents that are irresponsible and they're not aware of their children and what's going on with their child, um, and what their child is doing. So I have a lot of things on my plate. So YouTube beef is not one of them I would like to take on in my life at this point. When you have other things going on in life, going back and forth with people on the internet, it just ain't one. And I don't make time for it. I'm not with the shits. I'm really not. Um, I only fight when I have to. Yes. But yeah, so I just been busy doing that. And then, like I said, the silver lining, and like I was telling you the other day, I think it was Monday, I was live. I am good. I'm Gucci. I'm doing the best that I can do to improve my life, and that's all you can really do. When you start looking at your life and start just kind of examining some things that you could change, um, for the most part, you should want to make some changes in your life. But I noticed when you're dealing with some people are very complacent in being who they are, good, whether it's bad or good. Like they never want to improve on anything. Um, and I've always been a person that wanted to improve, um, you know, myself. I love me and I'm beautiful, fat, and all that. Well, you know what, CC, be you. You know what I'm saying? When you happy with you, it's evident. People can see it, and a lot of times you don't have to tell people; they can just see how happy you are with being who you are. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing I learned. You know, whatever you are, you don't have to say it. People will find out, those who choose to find out. Now, some people, they will keep going on with the narrative in their mind and their brain, what they think you are, what they think you should be. But you actually have to have a brain of your own, a mind of your own to know who you are. And and life will definitely test you. It will test you, it will challenge you, and like I said, I'm up for the challenge now. I'm up for the challenge for growth, not for drama, but I'm open for the challenge for growth. Yeah, so I got home safely. I didn't have too much road rage today. I'm trying to learn to be at peace regardless of how people around me cannot drive. But I got here home. Well, I got home safe. Thank God for that. I didn't have to cuss nobody out as I was driving. I might have called somebody stupid. Get out the way. I might have said that. But I've been doing good with my road rage, a little bit better than I have been. You guys would be very proud of me. Very proud of me. But I bet I'm not the only person that actually struggles with road rage. But yeah, let's see what else is going on today. So, heading to the gym tomorrow. I was going to do some more of my volunteer work for my intro to human services class, but I'm going to do I'm going to be doing some workout on tomorrow and Friday. So Friday night, for those who are not aware, and you may not know this person, her name is Moonlight. I'll be interviewing her. She has. I'm gonna say she went viral, but I don't know if that's the truth or not. But she had the former first pick draft, Kwame Brown on her panel. She had a lot of different people on her panel from different sectors on YouTube. So she's doing really well. I will be having her, God willing, on Friday. I'll just be talking to her a little bit about, her starting on YouTube. How did she start on YouTube? And basically, how did she get where she is now? And some of the things that she's experiencing with having a much larger crowd than she did before. Because I was in there when she only had a few people, and she's still the same Moonlight. So I am looking forward to Friday. I'm looking forward to it. So I hope you guys will come and check us out. Usually people like when I do interviews. Interviews really, I don't even see them as interviews. I just see them as a conversation. Just say, for instance, if I was having a conversation with you guys and I was asking you certain things and all of that, you know, I find it very interesting how people think, how people have been raised, and how people kind of, find their way or their niche. a lot of things like that is very I'm very curious about, and I enjoy having conversations. I think it has a part of me being a nosy child. I was always a very, very nosy child. Um and I always was curious about stuff. So I would always ask questions, right? So yeah, I'm looking forward to Friday night. Can somebody type in the chat, because I know y'all probably trying to figure out what's going on um in Brownskin Ladies chat, those who are over there. But I just wanted to know if this chat was actually working. I'm used to this chat moving and it ain't moving. So anyway, like I just wanted to say hello to you guys, and see how you guys were doing. And those who are not aware, I do have memberships. Those people that are actually, curious about some of the memberships. I'm gonna say within not next week, but the week after, I'm gonna do one of my first memberships streams. I want to be able to have more of a private setting so everybody can't hear and everybody can't see what I'm actually what I'm talking about or doing, because I want to kind of be a little bit more transparent with people, and especially those people that have selected my membership. And thank you guys for that. And let me see, what else is going on. Let's see, I talked about school, I talked about the interview. I think I talked about the interview, and what else did I talk about? So what do y'all think about the situation over there in Israel? To be honest with you, I believe the media is one-sided. Like I said, I've talked to a Palestinian advocate that goes over there to from the U.S., and she goes to help of some of the Palestinians over there, and she was telling me how some of the Israelis, they really oppress a lot of the Palestinians. So I was kind of curious why so many times the media makes one look different than the other, um, because it's like they have an agenda. Why do they want the Israelis to look more innocent than the Palestinians? I just think that it's more to the story. Like I said, it's two sides of the story about a lot of things, and the media decides basically who they want to uh, make as the victim and who they want to make as the villain. Um, let's see, that's kind of something that I was thinking about. Um, is anybody in here, or everybody is just because I just can't see nobody typing. And I don't want to just keep talking to myself, but anyway, I guess y'all still there. I'm not sure. But anyway, so yeah, there's a lot of things in life. Like, what is the silver lining? To me, the silver lining is basically having a positive outlook in negative situations. Um, I would say one of my silver linings has been when I just decided that I'm just going to think positive. I think thinking positive is a decision. When you find out that a lot of things in your life are because of some of your choices, and sometimes they are certain circumstances that come up in our lives. Um, no, I cannot see you guys, and I knew some wasn't right, but thank you, Meek Meek, for texting me. I can't see anybody besides the people. The last person that I see on this chat is CC, and she's saying LOL. So I'm a little confused at what the hell was going on. Cause I'm like, now I know these people ain't just sitting there. But anyway, tell me some shit. Let me look at my tell me some. I was like, what the hell is going on up in here? This is crazy as hell. I'm like, I know everybody ain't over there at Brown Skin Ladies Chat. Now, come on now. Okay. All right. Now this look more normal. I have to put y'all on my page because I'm just talking away and then I don't see nobody responding. I'm like, well, damn, that's kind of cold blooded. These folks just stand sitting there and not typing nothing in the chat. But okay, thank you. Hey, Captain Wolf, what's good? You behaving? Outlaw Don, what's good? Yeah, got Trail, my buddy. Brooklyn. Okay, yeah. This Curtis. Did I say hey to my Curtis? That's my Curtis. Yeah, Meek Meek. Okay, thank you. Angelo, Big Red. Yeah. I said, what the hell is going on now? This is hey, Mr. Armando. I didn't know you was even in here. I don't know why my StreamYard is not showing you guys. That's really weird. Yeah, I'm like, now I know I'm not no big YouTuber, but I'm like, it's got to be more than this in here. But anyway, I appreciate you guys for coming through. I just wanted to touch bases with you and let y'all know what was going on with me. Okay, you know what? I don't even know how to refresh my StreamYard, to be quite honest with you. Um, Let me see if I can figure it out. Yeah, I said the devil is a lie. What is going on? Oh Lord, scared the hell out of me. Yes, and they talking about having problems. You damn right I'm having problems. It's a stupid thing. Okay. I can't figure it out, so I'm just gonna look at my page. Hey CKJ. But yeah, so I'm dealing with that, trying to make sure that I get ready for the Moonlight interview Friday. I'm a little excited because Moonlight is a very interesting person. So this should be fun. This should be fun. Um, yeah, it should be fun. Hey, just saying thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I'm like, I know I ain't no big YouTuber, but damn, they done left me like that. Wow, that's a blessing. Okay, I am not by myself. Thank you. We ain't leaving. Okay, yeah, because I was like, well, the devil is busy. Oh Lord, the devil is busy. But like I said, between going to school and then working full time as an educator with special ed kids, I'm telling you, I am really trying to keep it together. And then trying to stay out the way and do my content, whatever that is. It's kind of like I'm really doing a lot. I'm really doing a lot. So I just I'm just thankful that I'm balancing everything. And then when I was talking to my professor today, and she was like, Selena, I know you're gonna be ahead of everybody because she know I like to get work out the way. It was a exam that I had to do finish on the 24th of this month. I finished it Sunday. I was like, I'm done. I don't want to have to, and I made an A on my exam. And I was like, I try to get this stuff done because I know if I wait to the last minute, it's gonna stress me out, right? So I went ahead and did it. Hey, Double D, how are you? Thank you. Triple D, I'm sorry. Triple D. And so the first test, I don't know if y'all remember, but the first exam that I did, I thought I made a B. I ended up making an A on it. So I have two A's, and I was just like so thankful for that. So my one of my professors like, Selena, I know you're gonna be on it. So I'm gonna let you know the assignment so you can get it on out the way. I'm like, yeah, because I ain't trying to wait to no last minute. I hate waiting till the last minute. I get so stressed out. And then I don't like homework to take all my weekend. Like that is a no, it's that's a no for me. I like to enjoy my weekend and do whatever I want to do. I don't want to have to worry about doing no homework. So I did all of that. So, like I said, when it's all said and done, I'm going to get another degree in another major because I just don't. I can't see myself being teaching children anymore, especially the special ed children. Um, they are, it's a blessing to have the opportunity because I am more empathetic and sympathetic to children, certain children with disabilities. Sometimes we have one or two in our family. I had a cousin that had Down syndrome, and he died a couple of years ago. And he was 18, graduated from high school, and then he went to the prom, and he was so excited, bless his heart. And then he died in his sleep. So I am very empathetic and sympathetic to people with special needs, but at the same time, they are very taxing on your nerves. Uh, the general, the general education, the general aid kids, they are bad as hell. Most of them too, and some of them need to be tested to be see if they need to be in special ed. But the children, they can't help it, some of them, but they are very taxing to your nerves. And then on top of that, um I think some don't need to be in special ed, some need to be in a behavior unit because they are really off the hook. So, oh, thank you, Gary, I appreciate that. Like I said, uh, I really hated that it was my first cousin's son that passed, and I really hated it for him. His name was Charles, and he was always a very bubbly young man. He loved people, and unfortunately, God called him home in his sleep. So it's hard for them still, even though it was just a couple of years ago. It's nothing like losing a child, and from my understanding, what my cousin was telling me, and you would always think that you are supposed to go before your children. I think about that even with my grandmother. My grandmother raised 16 children, and my mother was the youngest girl. I don't know what number she was, but anyway, she ended up passing at 34. And my grandmother and grandfather, hey, Deshaun, what's good? They never got over that because my mother was the youngest girl, and they always talked about how sweet she was and how loving she was, and she was also very pretty as well. Um, I do resemble her a lot. I resemble both of my parents, but I resemble her a lot. We kind of have the same facial features, and I get the moles. I get those from my dad's side. All the women on that side have moles, but I have the same type of facial structure and eyes. So I look like my mother. So my grandparents had a very difficult time with my mother's passing. But the hey, AZ, what's good? So, death is a part of life. And I don't know, the silver lining in that was me. I guess that was a silver lining. I'm gonna put myself as a silver lining. I was a silver lining in that case because I was the baby, even though I was 2 weeks um when my mother passed. And so I was the silver lining for my grandparents and my family when my mother passed. So life comes to throw us some punches. Life has it will do some dirty things. Life will really jack you up at times. But I find myself as an optimist at times, even though sometimes I can be a little pessimistic, a little negative Nancy. But then I get myself together, AZ, and I kind of realize that it could be worse. And I always find something good. And I think that's what's wrong with some people today. They always have something that's I would say negative. It's always something negative, and it's like even if it is a bad situation, there's something good gonna come out of it somehow. And if it don't come out, then it will eventually come out in a situation. Hey, thank you, CKJ. Thank you, Triple D. I'm sure she is proud of me as well. My family is extremely proud of me. I was fortunate. You know how some people they come from a family where they're like, my mother never graduated from high school. I'm the first generation for high school, the first generation for college. I didn't have that. In my mother's short years, she gained her college degree and then had a career working at the time. In the 80s, it was a company called Southwestern Bell. And I don't even know if there's a Southwestern Bell anymore. I know maybe AT&T has taken over. Hey, Tough Love, what's good? Thank you. Please press the like button. Um, and I remember my family telling me how in her short time she gained her career, and she was worked a very good job very good job, great benefits, and she provided for herself and my one of my older sisters, Stephanie. And Stephanie, like I told you, Stephanie's a lot older than me. Stephanie's 16 years older than me, so Stephanie actually could be my mother. And My father had other children, so she raised my sister the best that she could as a single mother, and she got married, and she did the best that she could in the short life that she had. And I used to think, I wonder what was the silver lining in her life. Did she even think that one day, that soon after she had me, was she going to die? I wonder, did she have that feeling? Some people have a feeling when they're gonna die, and I wonder about that. And I was talking to a cousin about that because I was wondering. I said, did my mom, did she say her head was hurting or what was going on with her? And she said, after she had you, she was talking to us and she just stopped and said, if something ever happened to me, who's gonna raise my baby? And I said, I wonder, did she ever feel that? So I think about things like that. And I think the silver lining for me, not growing up with a mother, but I had so many aunts. I had so many sisters. Because, like I said, I have three sisters, right? So I have three older sisters. I have older cousins, women cousins that were like a big sister or a auntie. And I had a whole bunch of women in my family to influence me in the right direction. Even older women at my church that had a hand in raising me or had a hand in, mentoring me. And those were the silver linings that I found in that. Um, you know, Even though my mother was taken from me, um, I still came out a pretty decent young lady, despite of what people have said about me, which they don't know me. um, I am a person that has a lot of different morals and standards. Am I perfect? No, not by a long shot. But there's just certain things I'm just not going to do. There's certain things I'm not going to go into because I haven't been raised that way. So I take that as a silver lining. um, Death is tragic for people and for families, and especially for young children that have never had have experienced a mother's love or a father's love. And when life it takes that from them, they gotta try to find a silver lining. And sometimes the silver lining doesn't come up, you know, when you think it should. Sometimes the silver lining is when you're 30 years old and you in your bedroom and you got your own place and you looking how far you come. You can kind of remember when you didn't have money, or when you had to live with other people because didn't have a job, and you didn't have the money to get your own place. And then when you look up and you have your own place, whether it's your own condo, your own house, or own apartment, and you're doing well, you're doing the best that, you're doing better than a lot of people thought you would have done. And you can see the silver lining in that. Like, I see the silver lining in a lot of different things. I see the silver lining in things that I've been through online and how I became a stronger person and how I'm developing tougher skin. I see the silver lining in me going back to school, and not waiting, but going back to school and pursuing my dreams. It's nothing like, I would say, beating the door of fear down, because a lot of people don't get into stuff because they fear. They fear failure. They fear, things not working out. And then when you go through it and you start accomplishing things, you realize I'm much stronger. I'm much braver than I thought. Right. So those are the silver linings. Trials and tribulations, you can find a silver lining in it. You really can. And yeah, that's just how I feel about it. Hey, Ricardo, what's good? It's good to see you, sweetie. And like I said, I learned a lot. I learned a lot at um, I learned a lot at going through things. I learned that I'm more positive than I am negative. But I have my days where I'm like ready to kick somebody's teeth in, and I want to forget all about being a good person and just be ready to act a fool. So I have my days, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I can say that I went through some things and I'm okay. I came out better than I thought. Hey, Narc, what's good? I hope you're doing well. I got to call you too. I went through some things, and a lot of y'all going through some stuff right now. And you still trying to find the silver lining. The silver lining for some of you, you're still here. Some of y'all didn't know if y'all was gonna make it this year. Some people wanted to give up. You know what I'm saying? Some of the silver lining for some of y'all is having a job. Maybe at the beginning of the year, you didn't have a job. You were struggling. The silver lining for some people is meeting the right person. Some people will and will not and have not ever experienced being in love with the right person. See, there's a lot of silver linings if we just sometimes if we look a little harder, you know. Um, and where I get the silver lining is from that saying about there's a silver lining. What is that? Something about there's always a silver lining, and they talking about how the dark clouds, you see all those dark clouds and then you see their silver lining coming through there. That's giving you some type of hope, and I'm not talking about stuff and just making stuff on top of my head. I'm talking about I had to really look for some silver linings. Some days I was really down, and I really felt like I can't do this anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go to school. I don't want to deal with no more homework and no more papers. I don't want to deal with these badass kids. They getting on my nerves. I don't want to get out of bed this morning. But I had to look for my silver linings, you know, and silver linings is basically something good in the negative, something good in the bad. And I had to look for some silver linings. So silver linings ain't always easy to find. But if you look for them, you definitely can find it, because there's always something to be grateful for. It's always, always. So I just want to let you guys know that find your silver lining. And if you don't know, it's there. You just haven't found it yet. Yeah, you just haven't found it yet. And I don't know what's going on with this StreamYard, but I'm getting really upset and I can't do nothing about it because I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see if I can refresh this sucker. Oh, no, that might be messing up. If I refresh something, you know what? Is it reload this page? Let me see if that happens. Hopefully. It did kick me out. Then I came back in. Hey, Artens, what's good? Okay, let me read this. That's my girl, Miss Artens. Yes, my son left behind a letter. I kept asking his girlfriend if he left me something, and she said yes, he left a letter. Wow. That was your silver lining, Lord. And that's unfortunate, but sometimes you'll have to look for it, and sometimes it's right there and right in your face. As my grandmother would say, rat in your face. It's right there. It is right there. And I had to, like I said, I had to look for mine many a days. Do you know how many days I was just like, oh yeah, I had to come back. Now I know how to refresh. I had to find it. Hey DJ, what's good? So I had to look for my silver linings, and I'm still looking. Some things I'm still looking for. I still have not found some silver linings. Telling you, some stuff is hard to find, but I have to thank God for where I've came from. Anybody that and Miss Artens, she knows, she's been knowing me for a while. You'll find some people on my page that actually know me in real life. So when these other people be coming up with these lies, they know the real Selena. But Miss Hortense has seen as I was coming up in my early 20s. And she saw how at the time I was very standoffish. I was very self-conscious of myself. And I would consider myself to have somewhat of a low self-esteem to an extent. I was never so like, oh, I feel like I'm the ugliest girl in the room. But at the same time, I never thought, even though I accomplished some things in life, I never really thought I was good enough. I had it all like I wanted it, because I was too busy comparing myself to other people. And when you too busy comparing yourself to other people, you'll really miss out on who you are, what you actually have to offer. Um, and I learned, in my 30s to kind of just be like, you know what? I might not have everything I want, but I am so much better than where I used to be. That's the silver lining for me. Silver Lining Playbook was a good movie. Playbook. Okay, I need to look at that. I haven't seen that movie. But you'll start to find out that your life ain't so bad when you start looking at when you start talking to other people and you see what they went through. It was this girl in my class, and oh Lord, shoot, that girl. I ain't gonna tell her about my page, because honey, I'm talking about it right now. She is bless her heart. I thought I could talk. That girl can talk everybody's ear off in class. And all of us, we have this look like, not again. Like, you gonna talk again? You just asked the question. What I mean, I can understand asking questions, about certain things you don't understand in class. But every 5 minutes, and then she gotta tell us a story, and then I was like, child, oh my God. So anyway, we had a presentation to do in front of class. I hate being in front of a class and talking, to be honest with you. That I know that sound like, no, not for real. But yeah, I really don't like getting in front of class talking, but people have always said that I do a really good job at it. And my professor always, like, telling me, yeah, you did a really wonderful job. So I heard her ask the question. Then she started talking about when she was 14 years old, and how when she was 14 years old, she got pregnant. Hey, daughter of Zion, what's good? Good to see you. And she got pregnant. And so she was 14, got pregnant, and then she was saying how she has 21 brothers and sisters, and everybody's like, oh my God. I'm like, girl, I got an uncle that got 26, and like, that ain't nothing I say obsessional, exceptional. Like, that's just, I mean, it happens in families. Hey, Bama, what's good? Good to see you. That's nothing, especially in Black families. As well, your uncles that been out there, been Rolling Stone. Yeah, they got a 20. I know my uncle had 26 kids. But anyway, so she was talking about all of them she got 21 brothers and sisters, and how, what did she say? She said that none of them got a high school diploma. Your granny had 21? Oh, okay. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I come from a huge family. So, honey, I'm used to it. It don't surprise me. But she ended up, okay, what did she say? She said none of them have a high school diploma. And so she was saying how she has a son, I guess the son now that she had when she was 14. He's real bad. He's constantly, skipping school and getting, now she's telling us all her business in the class. And we thinking to ourselves, even though, you know, we're talking about human services, and it was a judge that came to the class, a Dallas County judge that came to talk about how her case managers, because some of us will be going into case management, how some of them actually help a lot of the I guess the people that come in for the court, like if they have tickets or drugs or things like that, the case managers actually help them and give them assistance in different services, health and human services that they may need. So she come telling us about that, and I'm like, how did the you go into all of that when we talking about this over here? And I'm thinking to myself, bless her heart, but she seemed like she's kind of had a rough life, you know what I'm saying? And she was talking about her son was wanting to kill himself and all of this, and all of us was looking like, I can't believe this. So she finally stopped talking because the professor had to say, okay, so and so, we got it. I appreciate you. We're gonna move on. And so she did it in a nice way, but we was all like, yeah, shut her up, because this is taking time and I'm trying to get out of here by 8 o'clock. So anyway, so once said what she said, I realized, I said, this young lady got some issues, like real bad issues. And she really she really is going through some things. And I said, you know what? Instead of me complaining about my life and what I got to do, I need to be thankful. Because I was fortunate. I'm, not to get, caught out there in the streets and, being kind of promiscuous at a young age or anything. And I could have been just like her, but the situations that I've had in my life and the people that I had in my life to give me good role models, I never had to worry about a lot of certain things like that. Even though I lived in the hood and I had to, have a little tough skin being around, different people at school, because even though people thought I was a cute girl, they knew that I would fight, so I didn't really have a hard time in high school, like, like that. And I wasn't out there fighting away when I was in high school either. Yeah, and that's why I said, damn, I thought I talked a lot, but this woman, she never stops. Never. And bless her heart, I'm starting to think even though she got 21 brothers and sisters, I'm starting to think she don't have nobody at home that she can actually talk to. But I digress. But yeah, like, anyway, so like I said, I'm just talking and talking and talking. But I had to look for silver linings in my life. And a lot of people do. You know what I'm saying? You people get in some situations in life and it seems like they're in a rut. I was thinking about that today, trying to do some things with my life, and it just seems like things are not moving fast enough. They're not moving in the way that I want them to move. And I really started to get a little discouraged. I started to I felt like I was in a rut. I felt like I was in a sunken place, even though I'm moving to some people, but I still feel like stuck. I don't know if you guys ever felt like that, but what you say, Curtis? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I will, especially and if it's a tall broad, all I can do, I can punch her in her throat, in her stomach, knees. Yeah, once you, especially if, well, I probably have to do a person like that, punch them in their nose, I get them off balance. But you can definitely do it in their knees. Get them tall broads on that ground. Yeah. Like I said, I have never been a talker. Never been a talker. If I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. That's why I say never let people's looks fool you. You will be sadly mistaken, and you will be over there with your butt beat, thinking, oh, this person ain't gonna do nothing because they seem or they look a certain way. Yeah. You can never judge a book by its cover. You will be very disappointed. So, yeah, I had to think about some things. Like I said, I just really felt like I was in sunken place. And then when I had to think about it, Selena, look how far you've come. Look how far you've come. And that's what you got to do with your life. There's some things in your life you have to actually look how far you came from. Or, and I don't know if I'm speaking the proper English, but look how far I'm going to say came. That's past tense. Look how far you have came. That don't even sound right. Look how far you have come. That sounds right. Sorry. I have to correct myself and get back into my English, going back to my English class. Look how far you have come. You've come so far. Hey, John, you're gonna have to come up on my panel and tell me what the hell the hell that came on. What came on? What the hell didn't happen that came on? Now I'm really talking. Is partially because of some of them. I'm tired too. Tired as hell. I ain't gonna be on here too long. I told you about that. John, you're gonna have to come up here. Look how far you've come. Right. Oh my God. Come on up here, John. I like calling him John. It's fun. John. If you can see the link, I would appreciate you to come up because I want to know what's happening. I got to go and watch the playback, honey. R&R, Selena hit and run. I don't know what you're talking about, but whatever. John, what's going on?
What's up, Selena, man? It's motherfuckers insane right now, man.
What?
You talking about what's going on right now?
Yeah, what I
Yeah, I
heard
had to get
that.
out of there.
What? So, I know Outlaw said you was on the grill. I said what he done did.
Hell, I ain't on no grill. Who grilling me?
I guess brown skin. So
Yeah.
what happened?
Nah, she was over there talking about she's over there reviewing my live from today, right?
Uh-huh.
So she's like, you using my content, blah blah. My son, you used my content yesterday. You used my content before then. What's your problem, bro? But long story short, um, we ain't come to no conclusion or nothing. You know how that should be.
Mm-hmm.
I want to run up there, fucking South Side want to run up there. Matt K advocating for them. King Fax came up there. King Stoner came up there. But King Stoner had some valid highlighted points, which is I kept telling Brown Skin Lady I don't have a problem with TY, and she
Mm-hmm.
kept trying to say y'all bitch ass niggas ain't nothing like TY. I'm like, Slim, stop that shit, yo, because you bringing him smoke by the way you speaking right now. Like, cut that shit out. But she
Oh,
want to keep disrespecting men and slide them under. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a lot going on now. King Stoner and Fax beefing.
oh, goodness.
I had
So
to get out of there.
basically, these are for those people who don't know. It's other subscribers beefing with other subscribers as usual. For those who don't know,
Mhm.
um, and I think King Stoner has been over here. Y'all seen King Stoner, and I
Yeah.
think even Fax been over here. But so that's what's going on. Okay. Yeah, I have to do a lot of playback today because I'm gonna be honest with you. Some things, it's just like it's a little much for me. So I have to kind of break away, get some positive energy.
No, I
Uh,
like had a mature adult conversation once. Brown Skin Lady, she went somewhere and Ty dropped down. Then we had an adult conversation on the panel.
oh yeah,
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 we was,
that's
it was
good.
it was straight, because I like to hear the outside looking in viewpoint. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me hear how you feel about what we talking about or what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, and I always feel like we can have conversations without you know acting a fool. You know what I'm saying? I have always been that way too. I like to have conversations like that. But there's also times where those conversations won't have to happen. And you won't have to get straight up ignorant. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't want to make it for
Yeah.
me. I just don't want to make it for me too many times. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll do it every now and then, but I don't want to do it all the time because that just takes a lot of energy for me
Yeah,
to
that's what I'm
do shit
saying. Like,
like
he was
that.
like, "Won't you make a live every day?" I'm like, "Bro, I'm not about to do that every day. I gotta go to work, nigga. Like, I'm
Oh
I'm
yeah.
I'm tired as a mud. I was tired when
Right.
I started my live. I stayed up there for 3 hours.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, and I don't know if I could ever. Now the longest I've ever did a live was maybe 2 hours, but honey, after that, I'm like one of them kids that I get out antsy. I gotta move around. I gotta do something. I can't just sit and talk. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. That all this is going on, but I hope that people can come to a resolution, but if not, they just hey, I just don't. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because I know for over here, like I'm about getting some understanding. If we can't get no understanding, then we just don't need to be around each other. You know what
right.
I'm saying? That's how I rock. You know, I don't know what because you said something like, "Oh, you said what did you say about Sagittarius?" I don't really get into all the signs and
Oh,
all that.
I know my Sagittarius is
What you know?
well
What do
well
you
my
know?
my ex is a Sagittarius. I was gonna say was like she gone and shit, but like she is a Sagittarius. So I
Oh,
I,
really?
I know I know I know the temperament, the like how you don't like you like the positivity that you have is
Hmm.
part of it, in my opinion.
Hmm. Oh, okay. Okay.
You don't want to be uncomfortable with the fuck shit. That's you right
Mhm.
there. Hey, you right
Yes. But I definitely can go there if I have to, because what
there. And
we
y'all
not
mean this
gonna
shit.
do, huh?
I say, and
What you
y'all
mean?
mean.
I can be. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That's why I try to work so hard to be nice.
Yeah.
Because when I do get mean, it's a point to no return. So thank you, CKJ. Yeah, so I really can be, but I really try to be nice and to treat people like I want to be treated. But
Facts.
I really don't like when people come at me with some bullshit. Like that really irritates me.
Yeah, me
So
too. And all this
so
over an opinion. My God.
over an opinion that you said on the first video. And when I went back to hear the playback with on Brown Skin Lady, I said, "Look at my name just coming up," but it wasn't in a bad way. But I'm just like, my God. But it's all good. Like I said, I think we should have moved on by now. Um, you know, it's done, and like I said, it's done. It's all she written on that. So that's
Mm-hmm.
it's over.
Somebody
So
needed to
yeah.
tell that to Southside.
Oh,
Like, bro,
you done got up on the south side. You done made them mad.
made all of them mad. They complaining
Judge,
now.
you always doing stuff.
Hey.
But hey, but listen, the one thing I can say about you, John, you are a person that is everywhere. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like you're going to give your opinion whether people like it or not. But remember what I told you, just be fair, because some of the same thing you said another person doing what another person doing, and I have to even do myself that way, because sometimes I did notice it. You remember that live I did about having biases and how we all
Yeah.
have, we do,
Yeah, that's a fact.
and we all just have to be conscious of them so that we don't keep regurgitating it, and doing the same thing over, and going by our biases instead of what is real, what is fake, what is good and what is bad. So that's one of the things that I talked about. What
Yeah.
you say? Did you have
Like
any?
my little vice of when I need to smoke. If I don't smoke, I'm agitated. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I can see that.
That joint calms me down, and that's when I be like, I'm real nice and chill. And if somebody tries to roast me at that time, they might live. But
Yeah.
if I'm sober, nigga, and I'm gonna be so mean and nasty. Don't play with me.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is a
And
part of me.
I just realized she tried to disrespect me about my homegirl Star and shit.
Who?
Brown skin lady. She had somebody in the chat troll talking about something. Oh, he watched his homegirl's kids. That's sus. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? That's what goes on over there, and that's what makes me feel like it's key people around her who has troll accounts and decide they want to degrade and talk nasty, trifling, ungodly things about the John show. Yeah,
Oh.
I don't time
Well,
for
John, you are right with me, and like I said, the silver lining with you is you don't give a damn. So that's good.
that.
That's your silver lining, if nothing else. So, like I said, we always have a silver lining. Some of us got to look for it. Some of it's, right
Right
there in
there.
our face.
Yep.
So the good thing about your personality is, you like to be a troll. I think you get something from it. I really believe you get something from being a troll and agitating people, especially when they have made you upset or made you feel a certain kind of way. You get something from it. I know you do. I
Mm,
really know. John show. Did you see how Serge said he went to Moonlight's panel and punked everybody. Did you think that was true? What
Hell
he
no. As soon as Kwame Brown asked him who he was, that he froze. He got scared and he was talking big trash in the chat. So right, him and Brown, see, the Surge is like brown skinned lady's son. Like he act like he's her cheerleader, homegirl. Like I already was about to give him some smoke. He got saved by her and another content creator.
Mm-hmm.
But I let it slide because I was like, oh, he might be like one of those people who is weak. I don't attack the weak. You know what I'm saying? So I left him alone. Then I started hearing him talking crazy. Oh, him and brown skin lady came up on the panel. They dropped the $50. She got dropped down. He was up there by himself. He didn't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
KB froze.
Oh,
I had to laugh about that one.
I have to go and look at the playback. Like I said, I didn't know she was going live. She must have went live earlier than I did. But I was trying to get some time to get to the house and stuff, after class. So I was just like, well, let
Mm-hmm.
me just go on and come on and
Oh no,
hit the
this
live
was
button.
yesterday.
Oh, she's not live tonight?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I thought she was live.
You know, Moonlight getting ready to turn up tomorrow.
No,
Nah,
I'm
this
not
was
talking about Moonlight. I'm talking
oh
about
nah,
Brown
brown
Skin.
skin lady is live, but this the what Curtis talking about that happened on Moonlight panel.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I think I was in and out on her panel,
Mm-mm.
because I had
You
stuff.
wouldn't have paid attention to him. He was just cursing loud. There
Oh, okay.
wasn't nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, like I say, I'm
Shout out to the
gonna,
Surge and all of Selena's subscribers and future subscribers. Make sure you sub up.
yeah, and make it and sub up to John's show. He is very interesting person. Um, he speaks his mind whether you like it or not. Um, and you need to check him out. Um, put his link in the chat. I don't know if my mods are still here. Put his link in the chat. But yeah, I have to go and look at the playback because, like I said, it's a lot of stuff. It's so much going on, and it just really kind of, how some things you can only take so much,
Yeah.
and I just kind of had to, kind of withdraw myself just for today, to
Yeah,
kind of
it
just
gotta have
focus.
some type of substance at least. You know what I'm saying? That's why I left because I'm like, for real, King Stoner was trying to have an adult conversation with brown skin lady. Here come Facts screaming and yelling at, and I'm like,
King Stone, I'm trying to have a
actually,
Lord
actually
have
did.
mercy. King Stoner, now he would have his little butt over here, but yeah,
Nah, he
King
trolled. Me
Stone.
and him troll the same. We just troll with the uncomfortable truth, and a lot of people don't like
Hey,
that.
hey, Double Speaks. He came up on my panel, boy.
Double
He got
speak.
right back down.
Oh, when
Double
the other
Speaks,
day,
why you leave? Double Speaks said, "I'm gone." He didn't even say bye. But I'm glad to see you, Double Speaks. Yeah, I missed your live too. I got so many playbacks to look at today. Like I said, I just came through some of them just to say hello, but I had to get out because, like I said, I have those kids and stuff, and really, like I said, my spirit, it'd be kind of like I just need some breaks from YouTube and the back and forth and all that. I don't want to see it all the time. I really, I'm really getting to the point now. It really makes me kind of sad a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because I really, it just makes me sad, you got so much going on in the world, like I was talking about, telling y'all earlier about the civilians over there in Israel, and even some the Palestinians, all of them, how people are just dying over there, and then babies, they killing
my
babies,
bad.
y'all. That's okay. They killing babies over there. And then you got this stuff going on YouTube, and it's all this negativity. It do make it worse, and it tears on your spirit. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be that's why you have to go out your heart with all diligence, because you can't let everything all the time. Oh,
Input
okay.
your energy for real. You got that's why I said
Right.
before, you gotta get it, you gotta get that negativity out of you if you've been consuming it. It gotta go somewhere. It can't just stay in your body. You gotta
Right.
leave, you gotta meditate, you gotta exude the negativity or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I get what you're
Mhm.
saying with it's saddening. Because like I said, I didn't want Moonlight and Brown Skin Lady to beef. I actually
Mhm.
was like, I wish Brown Skin Lady would stop talking about her, but it just didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? And one person got tired of the next, and here we are right now. You know,
Oh
like
yeah. Mhm.
even me going, like I actually started, like I'm an empath, so I actually
Mhm.
started feeling a little bit of like like I felt a little bad.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I went back and I was making some shorts for when he was talking about I don't get no views and all that. I was like, oh, and then I'm looking at his channel. I'm like, oh, look at him, so sad with his little bit of views, nigga. This your life, and my
Oh,
shit
Lord.
straight.
Dun, dun.
You know, I had to
There you
subtly
go.
say,
There you go. But yeah,
nah,
that
though, but
John's so
nah, I did
petty.
it a
He's
little
so
bit. But
petty.
after this conversation tonight, I'm back up again. Like I'm back on 10 again because it's like you just haven't learned. You can't check me, bro. This is YouTube. You trying to
Mhm.
compete it like I ain't about to get all messy on it.
Yeah,
I'll just hit the J.
but I understand, like I say, you just want to prove a point, and I get it. Double speaks, I understand, like, um, but you're always welcome to come on my panel, double speak. So
Shout out Double Speak.
yeah, whenever you are, available, and like I said, it's just me and John up here. I'm gonna be up here a few more minutes, and I'm gonna exit stage left. But I just wanted to come up here to talk about the silver lining in life and how uh, it's always something positive we can get out of a negative situation. And I think about like what positive can we get out of what's going on in Israel and Palestine. And I keep saying Palestine because there is a small country town where some of my people from called Palestine, Texas.
Oh,
But
oh yeah,
anyway,
I heard about that.
yeah, Palestine.
Mhm.
But Palestine and what's the silver lining in that? See, that's something we actually have to look for. Cause I don't see nothing good out of that. Do you?
Out of Warren.
Yeah,
It to find something good about it, you would sound. I feel like it would make the person who's trying, like it would make it sound heartless
right.
to an extent. Like, I mean, what could be said? Like maybe there's some unrighteous people who are dying too, but there are some innocent people who are dying also.
Yeah. Like
And it's
some civilians.
yeah,
So it's just like, my goodness, what what can we find that's good about that? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's something there's something I would say good out of most things. I don't know if out of everything, but even in the bad things that we can't find nothing good about, maybe when it's all over, is there, we might find it then. Cause like I think about when I was going through a situation where I just really I don't want to get that transparent on here right now, but I will say there's been situations where I just was just like, I'm tired, you know, I'm really tired. Um, and I
yeah,
and I think I did tell y'all about that when we talked about depression, how you can get to a point to where you just don't want to wake up in the morning. And then you just realize that, it would just you would be better off not here, you know and then when I had that epiphany, or that whatever I had to kind of let me know, hey, don't. And I'm just gonna say it was God. I'm just gonna say that I'm believing that that's what it was. That to give me hope and not to give up and to let me know that my situations are only temporary. They're not
Yeah.
permanent. You know, and hey, word, what's going good?
Sometimes you got to remember all the bad stuff that you endured, and the fact that you still here means that nothing can ever bring you down.
Mm-hmm. The exposure of the injustice of the Palestine people. Forgive me, guys, for saying Palestine. It's Palestine.
You
Again, I'm
already
used
know
to
meat
saying
meats.
Palestine, Texas. Hey, Double Speaks, what's good?
What up with it, Mine?
I think he probably on mute. You on mute, Double Speaks.
You murdered it. You murdered it.
He don't. He probably don't see them.
Hey,
You,
Selena, can y'all hear me?
I can hear
Yer.
you
Hey, salute,
now.
Selena.
Salute. How are you? Good to see you.
Um, Thank you. Likewise. Salute to you, John. Show appreciate you, brother.
Salute, double speak. Same to you, my bro.
And yeah, Selena, I just wanted to say, I know you read it in chat. Yeah, sometimes I just gotta, it's all about energy, and
Right.
you know, I'm just trying to stay even keel, just exposing the lies and not trying to run plays through the lies. And I just want to say, I want to thank you for just allowing me to be on your platform. Um,
Mhm.
you know how this came about. It can only be divine. I like your spirit, and
Thank
so I only been with my channel for just a few months. Just trying to
you.
get in, but I greatly appreciate it, and no disrespect. I always want to respect the host, and but yeah, that energy, I couldn't feel that energy. So you just
Okay.
forgive me for that, love. Please forgive me.
Oh no, I don't take that offensively at all. With the work that I'm going to be getting involved with, which would be human services. I'm going to be dealing with all types of different people's personalities. People have different backgrounds and things of that nature. So I think what I'm developing is I'm developing a I don't know if it's a personality or developing a skill to be able to try to cater to everyone. And what I mean by that is there's all different types of people with different personalities, and being able to um I guess being able to deal with them the way that they need to be dealt with, if that makes sense. And I don't know if I'm articulating this what I'm trying to say. Basically, sometimes, not all, but I think sometimes you can be all things to all people. Sometimes. Like, does that make sense, or am I not making sense? Because I'm really trying to
You mean
say
like a
that
person who can adapt in any environment?
basically. So that is kind of the skills that I have learned to have. Because if I feel a certain kind of way about a person, because I can pick up certain things, I'm like, oh no, I can't. Let me get away from that person. But I think the season that I'm in now, and that's why I know I'm about to step away from the position that I'm in into something else that's much broader, because I'm going to be dealing with all types of people, all types of behavior, all types of spirits, everything. So I'm going to be dealing with it. So I'm learning to adapt sometimes to other people. And not to say that you're not, that's just for me. So I get what you're saying. It just wasn't the right um it just wasn't right for you at the time, and you just wasn't comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So I always want people to be comfortable, and everybody that comes through here, I want people to feel like, you know, I want people to feel like they have been seen, whether other people don't like them or not. See, my channel is probably going to be a mixture of a little of every. type of person, because maybe that is going to be, I don't know, I'm not going to say ministry, but that's going to be a field where I'm going to be having to deal with that type of thing. You
Uh,
know.
Facts.
Selena,
That's true though.
let me stop you right there. Let me tell you what you're doing.
Okay.
You're working on your gift,
Okay. Got you.
and in order to use discernment, you have to exercise it, and that's what
Mhm.
you're doing.
Okay.
And that's why when I talk to a person, I talk to the spirit of the person. I ain't
Right.
talking to the flesh. I talk to the spirit behind that person. You got to
Right.
know who you're talking to, and in your field, all you're doing is you say it's a skill, but you're actually just working on your gift.
Right. Hey, Swift. Yeah, you're right. And you are so corrective on that double speaks. And that's why I said, um, this internet, this YouTube channel is really developing me. And if people will allow it to develop them in a positive way, they can do so many other things. So many other things. And that's kind of where I feel like I'm going into. So where you might not be able to deal with a certain person, God may give me to be able to deal with that person, if that makes sense. Like you said, we all have different gifts. We all have different gifts, and we all have different talents, and we all have different callings wherever we're going to be set up at. So that's kind of how I feel about it, double speaks. That's just where I am. And the silver lining for me, and going through some of the things that I've experienced on here, has really brought out the best in me rather than the worst. Have you ever seen people that got on here and this app has brought out the worst in them? You know.
We, we I'm, yeah, John, you already know. We see it every day.
Already.
Yeah, you see it, and you see it every day. It's evident. It's there. Now, nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect, and nobody should, be anybody over the head with anything. But I'm just saying, there's just some things that people, you've seen how they came on here. Now, some people come on here real raunchy, but some people, they come on here being positive and doing all this kind of stuff, and then when it's all said and done, you don't even know if this is the same person that you saw last year. So I just think that whatever's in you is going to come out. But I think that with the situations that I've been through and how I am trying to handle myself, I really believe like it's going to bring out the best in me. And that's just how I feel. And I hope that people in this chat and people that will listen, that what let the good things, let the best come out of you in situations. We go through trials and tribulations, but the silver lining should be the best person comes out of that. So that's what I have discovered. I've discovered I'm not where I need to be, but I'm definitely not where I used to be. So, and I still got more work to do, but I really believe in that it's bringing out the best in me and some other people too that's on here. And make sure you put double speaks link in the chat as well. Hey Bivens, what's good? It's good to see you, sweetie. So yeah, make sure you put his channel in the chat as well. Double Speaks is a very I like his content. It's very thorough, and he is a person that actually has something important to say. And he really breaks down a lot of things that people overlook. So yeah, check him out as well as John's show. Guys, I had a good time. If y'all won't have any last words, because I know I can talk.
Bless everybody.
All right, John. And you
Uh,
be please.
Ah. All right, y'all.
Salute, John. Um, my last words is to you is Selena. You're doing a very wonderful job.
Mm-hmm.
Continue to grow. I greatly appreciate the love and support that you're showing on your show.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know me from just this avatar behind it, but like-minded and like spirits, can and will overcome all this darkness. And you are a great host.
Thank
Keep
you.
keeping on, and yeah, I'm a rock with you. So I
Thank you
greatly
very much.
you're more than welcome, and
Yes.
thank you for allowing me on your platform.
Always, you more than welcome. Like I tell I haven't had one person that I can say I wouldn't want them back on my panel. So, and you are one of those people as well. I would love for you to come up whenever you have a chance. You are more than welcome to be up here with me. Because a lot of times, as you know, as a content creator, you get tired of talking. You be wanting somebody that actually can come up here and you can go back and forth with. You know what I'm saying? So I enjoy your spirit. So thank you so much for coming over here. I really do appreciate you.
Thank you. You're more than welcome, and I'll catch you on another live, Selena, Selena, Selena.
All right, and likewise, yeah. Check out Double Speaks, y'all. Hey, Derek, what's good? That's my brother, Derek. We grew up in the church together. Bivens, do you have a channel? I'm not for sure if you have a channel. Yeah, you're more than welcome to come up. Now, since I have never had you on my panel, I might ask you just to cam up just a little bit, just to make sure it's you. But you're more than welcome as well, Bevins. I appreciate you. So, yeah. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, John. I try to. Like I said, I will punch a Negro in their throat. They mess with me. Hey, DJ, I appreciate you. Guys, I am about to exit stage left. I have did my little live, and like I said, I just want to let you know, if you can't find the silver lining, keep looking for it, because you definitely will find it. You have more to be grateful for than to cry about. So, and life is hard. Don't get it twisted. Life is hard, and situations ain't always easy. But I'm telling you, I bet you anything, you got more to be grateful for than to be ungrateful. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Bivens. I appreciate you. All right, guys. I am getting sleepy. And when I get sleepy, I start talking out of my head. So I'm going to bid everybody good night. Glad to see you, Swifty Swift. I bid everybody a good night. And I hope to see you on one of your channels. Like I said, tomorrow we'll be at work. And then I'll try to catch some of you guys live, because some of y'all go live when I'm at work. So if I can't stay through a long time, at least I can come through there, push the like button, and say hello to everyone. But y'all be good, and I will see you Gartrell. Thank you. Like I said, check me out Friday night, guys. I think y'all gonna have a good time. Moonlight is very entertaining, and I guess I'm a little entertaining as well. Selena Vista. Curtis, crazy as hell. Oh, Curtis, and DJ Memphis and Curtis. Y'all some clowns. Look at good clowns. Y'all funny clowns, not clowns in a bad way. So y'all look, y'all are some of my favorites. I'll just say that. Thank you, CKJ. Yeah, and y'all be good. Love you guys to Reese's Pieces. Bye.